A very good evening to everyone present here today. Our heartiest welcome to respected Srimati Vinita Singhania ji ma'am, Dr. Raghupati Singhania ji, Sri Vikrampati Singhania ji, Sri Srivat Singhania ji, Miss Adya Singhania ji, our senior executives present here, honorable jury members, UDAAN participants, and all the leaders and colleagues connected to us through the live webcast of this event. We are honored by your presence at the concluding session of the 18th JKO Annual UDAAN Competition 2026. To start the proceedings, I now request Mr. Sanish MS to come forward and present a sapling to Srimati Vinita Singhania ji ma'am and to welcome her. Thank you, Sanish. I would now like to request Mr. Arun Shankar to come forward and present a sapling to Dr. Raghupati Singhania ji and to welcome him. Thank you, Mr. Arun. I now request Mr. Kishore Agrawal to come forward and present a sapling to Sri Vikrampati Singhania ji and to welcome him. Thank you, Mr. Kishore. I'd like to request Mr. Akshat Narayan to present a sapling to Shri Srivat Singhania ji and to welcome him. Thank you, Akshat. I would now like to request Shri Prem Singh sir to address our dignitaries and our participants. Sir.
Good afternoon. The Josh doesn't seem to be high enough, but anyway, I can acknowledge that it's a late afternoon hour, but I can assure all of you that you'll get a lot of energy after the event. To all the respected DICs, all my colleagues, business heads, the eminent jury members, UDAAN participants, and everyone connected via webcast, a very warm welcome to all of you for this valedictory event. Before we celebrate the winners of UDAAN competition, let us celebrate our leaders who have made an impact and brought a lot of fame to the entire group. So let's put our hands together. Two leaders. First one, Shri Harshpati Ji Singhania, for becoming the chair of ICC. And second, Shri Vikrampati Ji Singhania, for being appointed on the Board of Trade. Vikram sir, on the lighter note, party to banti hai. सर वो नहीं है तो इसलिए मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ, उनको तो मैं ऑलरेडी बोल चुका हूँ. Okay, so talking about UDAAN, UDAAN is much more than a competition. It's a tool for engagement, tool for accelerating innovation, and a channel for focusing on leadership development across the group. And every year we have seen the momentum go up as we get together. And in fact, we'll also hear this from the jury members. In fact, out of the 3 jury members, 2 of the jury members are those who have been with us earlier also. So their comments, how it is going, how they have felt, if there is any change, will be very, very important for all of us. So let me introduce the jury members. So we have Dr. Bhupana Ganpati, who is a product engineering leader and former VP, Engineering, Data Science and Analytics at Epsilon. Dr. Ganpati, may I request you to kindly stand up for a moment. Let's give a big round of applause to Dr. Ganpati. Dr. Anand Phadte, who is a Chief Technology Officer at PyStudy and Aviantos, the 2 organizations which are deeply into AI, ML, and cutting-edge technologies. May I request Dr. Phadte to kindly identify himself. Let's give a big round of applause. The third jury member, Dr. Musharrat Hussain, is head of R&D at Maruti. He couldn't join this afternoon because of some other occupation, but he is also somebody, in addition to Dr. Ganapati, who has been with us earlier as a jury member. This year's key highlights of the UDAAN competition. So we had 360 participants across the group who competed, and total 89 teams. That led to identification of best 14 teams who took part in the competition yesterday. While the results will be announced shortly, and I do appreciate the curiosity, please hold on your breath before we come to the results. The theme of this year's competition has been around AI and digital. Now let me share for a moment why this is important for all of us. Just look at India's economy. Any guess how much time did it take for India to become $1 trillion economy after independence? For India to become $1 trillion economy after independence, it took 60 years. Yes, my friends, you heard it right, 60. So against that background, the AI and digital, in a broader sense of the term, will become $1 trillion economy by 2028, just in a span of 5-6 years. And the proportion of AI and digital is only going to increase. So that shows the scale and the pace at which AI is getting into our lives, our organizations. So no wonder then we can't remain aloof, and we have to make sure that we really embrace this. It is for this reason that we repeated this theme for the second time this year as a continued focus. I'll talk about one more data point. PwC has done some research, and they identified organizations that have a strong focus on AI and the organizations which have a weak focus on AI. And the difference between the productivity levels of the two groups is a whopping 42%. That means AI and digital is not a fad. It is a reality. Last word about UDAAN. UDAAN is completing 18 years. 18 demonstrates youth, energy, passion, fire. And before we come to the results, I would like to recite a couplet for all the people who have been part of this journey for 18 long years and who continue to fire this with their passion. And I quote Dushyant Kumar, a very famous poet. हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी अब पिघलनी चाहिए, इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए, सिर्फ हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा नहीं मकसद, सारी कोशिश ये है कि ये सूरत बदलनी चाहिए. एंड लास्ट लाइन, मेरे सीने में ना सही तेरे सीने में सही, मेरे सीने में ना सही तेरे सीने में सही, हो कहीं भी आग लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. So friends, as I mentioned, hold on your breath. Now is the time to celebrate the winners. And I would request Dr. Raghupati Ji Singhania to do the honors and announce the winners of the UDAAN of this year. I will assist you, sir. There are 3 winners. So the second runner-up is somebody. So there are 3 winners out of 14 teams that took part. I would request Dr. Raghupati Ji Singhania to declare the second runner-up.
The second runner-up in this year's UDAAN competition with the best paper presentation team is awarded to Team B, Sirohi Plant, JK Lakshmi.
The first runner-up of the UDAAN 18th edition is
very exciting again, huh? The first runner-up best paper presentation team awarded to Team C, Head Office, JK Lakshmi Cement. शुक्ला जी अब तो आपकी पार्टी बनती है।
ऊपर वाला जब देता है छप्पर फाड़ के देता है शुक्ला जी. Congratulations to all of you. As they say, जो जीता वो सिकंदर. So let's hear who is the Sikandar of this year. The winner. This is the winner.
The winner for the best paper presentation team for this year's UDAAN competition is Team F, Chennai Tire Plant, JK Industries.
Thank you, sir, for announcing the winners. So I would now like to request Sri A.S. Mehta, sir, to come to the dais and share his experience of the JKO UDAAN competition this year. And meanwhile, I'd also like to request the winning teams to be ready for their presentations, which will be up next. Sir, please.
Very good evening to all of you. Respected Raghupati ji, Srimati Vinita ji, Vikram Babu, Sharad Babu, and all the dear colleagues and the participants of the UDAAN competition, and of course our esteemed jury members. It is indeed a privilege for me because this is 18th and I have been part of all the 18 UDAAN competitions held here, so it's my privilege also. I must compliment all the participants for their wonderful ideas and also not only the ideas, their participation in the cross-functional ideation exercises and making the presentation here. If we see these days, everywhere we see the platforms. I mean, whenever we talk about digital or AI or the softwares, we talk the platforms. And in fact, please imagine, 20 years back or 18 years back, we created a platform of UDAAN. And you fly in the sky, and that's what the initiative was, UDAAN. And the UDAAN competition, it provides an opportunity to all our young people for ideation and cross-functional working. And such a wonderful initiative which not only creates the future leaders, but also it creates a kind of a platform where we cooperate and we work in a coordinated manner and bring an idea which can take the businesses to the newer height, and that is what the UDAAN is. This year theme of AI, in fact, this was debated, and I must say that there can't be any other apt theme for the day, and that is why the theme AI. Premji has rightly said about the AI economy and also the AI impact on the businesses. In fact, all of us are touched by AI in our day-to-day life. I mean, why to talk only the businesses? In our day-to-day life, we are impacted by AI. So the business cannot be, I mean, which is not impacted. So, in fact, it provides a reverse learning to the senior people. My learning is that when I see the presentation of the UDAAN, I mean, I have seen all the presentation of the JK paper, the team they have made the presentation. In fact, it gave a wonderful learning out of the younger people, those who have the idea on the AI and the AI-led projects. So it not only provides the platform to the younger people, I would say that it provides a platform to our middle level people and senior level people to learn much more about the AI and impact thereof. So my experience has been a fantastic, and same, I hope the same would be for the other business leaders and our middle level people. In fact, the much more the challenges is not only for the young people, it is for the middle level people, where it has to be in their mind that what can be done. So I must compliment all the young people for their ideas and out of box thinking process. Um, my only request to all of the people, those who are here and also those who are connected and they are witnessing this event, that all the ideas, see, I mean, in the competition, one has to be judged or two or three teams have to be judged, but all the teams are equally the winner for all our businesses. Because in time to come, the impact what we visualize today, maybe some other idea may have a greater impact on the business. So all the ideas need to be respected. So I would urge all the business as well as the other senior people that please encourage and implement the ideas given by the UDAAN team, all the business, so that we are truly benefited. See, the encouragement to the young people we can give only and only if we implement their idea, because that provides them sense of satisfaction. That those ideas are implemented all the business. And I would encourage all the young people, those who participate in the ideas, don't leave your ideas un. Make sure that your ideas are executed. Maybe, I mean, it may face some difficulty, but you will have to still pursue if that those ideas. Uh, Before I conclude, I would say that big thank to all the senior leaders, those who have encouraged our young people for their ideation and also and refining their presentation for this event. And thank you very much for all the jury members, because you have spent quite a good amount of time in judging these presentations. Not easy judge which one is the best or which one is the first or second. To my mind, is difficult. In fact, it was difficult for me as well, because judging many teams from the paper, different units, and recommending only three teams, it was difficult for me as well. And I must thank the group HR team for, I mean, following this initiative relentlessly and also encouraging the young people to continue this. At the end, thank you very much and all the best wishes to all the teams, and congratulations to the three teams, those who have been announced as the winners today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts and encouraging our young minds for their innovative ideas. Now, the winning teams will be coming forward for their presentations. The sequence of presentations would be first the second runner-up team, then the first runner-up, then the winning team. Each team will get 15 minutes for their presentation, and teams are requested to adhere to the time limit. So I'll now invite the second runner-up team, Team B, JK Lakshmi Cement Siroi Plant, Anil, Priyanka, Ayush, and Mohit, to come forward and start their presentation.
Good afternoon, respected judges, panels, and my colleagues. We are from JK Lakshmi Cement Siroi unit. My name is Priyanka Suthar from production department, along with my team Anil Khatri sir from quality control, Ayush Keria from mechanical department, Mohit Suhalka from instrument and electrical department. As we all aware, today in highly competitive cement market, success depends on not only reacting to quality issues but anticipating them before they occur. Our project AI-based real-time cement strength prediction is aligned with the theme driving business growth through AI, which supports JK Lakshmi Cement business vision becoming a most trusted brand. Our project will integrate live plant process data with historical lab result to predict cement strength on hourly basis. So we are doing a fundamental shift here. From waiting for lab result to tell us what will be the quality we will be predict on hourly basis. So let's deep dive to understand what is the problem in the quality system, its AI-based solution, market demands, and impact on business. Now I would like to call Anil sir to brief us the key objective of our presentation.
Thank you, Priyanka. Now let's discuss the objective of presentation. The first objective is reduce to time delay in lab procedure. The cement operation formation is first from clinker formation to cement grinding and finally dispatch. The laboratory collect the sample and check the 1 day, 7 day, 28 day strength. But here's the problem: we get batch strength after a day, so we cannot take any corrective action to maintain our quality, clinker quality on timely basis. So we already have been dispatched the tons of material before lab results. So we need a technology solution to eliminate this much delay. Our second objective is to stop the production of low strength cement. The challenge is that at the time of low strength cement detected, the cement already has been manufactured and dispatched. As a result, corrective actions are delayed, customer satisfaction may declines, product quality also can be affected, and opportunity of revenue are lost. So all of these issues addressed by the monitoring of clinker condition and taking corrective action within hours to eliminate this delay. So now we discuss on how AI can reduce this lab result delay and automate the strength procedure. Over to you, Ayush.
Thank you, Anil sir. Before we get into technology, I want to spend a moment on why this matters from a marketing point of view. Nowadays, leading players aren't just selling a single type of cement. They're customizing each grade for each structure, which strengthens their presence in the established markets. It's just like a smartphone companies competing on who has the best cameras. In today's evolving market, expectations have shifted to higher performance concrete strength with evolving emphasis on strength, workability, and consistency as well. Benchmarking indicates a performance gap in concrete strength, and these gaps quietly decides which brand to be picked. It's just like two restaurants having a food rating of 4.8 and 4.2. Obviously 4.8 will be chosen, and that's how market chooses the cement as well. Large construction projects have already started favoring alternate brands which offer superior strength, which is impacting us in premium segment. Our vision is simple: to be most trusted name in cement. It is not something we risk, it is something we protect. So we wanted a system that could give us a strength data instantly. This is exactly why we built this. Let me show you how it works. This is the real engine of our entire project, the technical backbone behind everything we just talked about. For real-time continuously fed data into our machine learning algorithms, primarily DPC camera images straight away from the deep pan conveyor, watching clinker 24/7. Secondly, kill process parameter straight away from the DCS. Thirdly, kill process X-ray data on what actually is going into the kills. And lastly, microscope images of clinker visual finds. These all data are continuously fed into machine learning algorithms. Here we use a team of 3: neural network, linear regression, and thirdly, probability-based Gaussian process regression. Why 3? Because no single algorithm can get it right at each and every operating parameters. By this, we can eliminate a single point error and can achieve highest mathematical accuracy. On the other side, we yield 4 critical compounds: halite, belite, ferrite, and aluminate, quite literally the DNA of cement. Once ML finishes this processing, all the results are directly fed or shown into our interface at central control room. Let me take you to the CCR. Let's take a scenario. Our 28-day predicted strength came up to 42.5 megapascal against a target of 45.45 megapascal, a 2.5 megapascal shortfall, which AI detected just at the moment, not after 28 days. Our model is capable enough to detect the root cause as shown here, and our AI model goes a step further and also triggers the corrective actions as optimize the kill coal fuel by 0.2 TPH or adjust the cooler fan to stabilize the halite phase structure. Now let me take you to our prototype dashboard, JKO UDAAN Digital Twin Simulator.
Yeah, so we are. Oh. So it's not yeah. Your mouse is not moving.
So this is the interface our operator would see at CCR, which will help them to continuously manage and monitor our real-time strength. At the left, we can see some of our CROI presets. Right below that, we can see some critical process parameters tuners. At the center, we can see a dip and conveyor camera window, which will physically calculate the physical properties of clinker like mean nodule diameter, gray uniformity. At the right, we can see some quality outputs, clinker physical properties, and right below that we can see a AI model just calculate the compressive hydration curve. With that, I would like to invite Mohit, which will take you to the how we actually trained and validated this model from the ground up.
Thank you, Ayush. Let's understand the methodology of our project. Sorry for the interruption. Let's understand the methodology of our project, where our plant raw data is converted into instant quality insights through 5 simple steps. The first one is of historical data collection, where we take the past data of kiln parameters and lab results. Second is of DCS tag collection, where we take the live data of kiln and match it with the lab and its chemistry. The third step is of DPC camera, where we take the images of clinker images and match it with the lab results. The fourth step is of XGBoost training, where we put all this data into our model. The model try to draw the pattern between the live kiln parameters and the cement strength. The fifth step is of result validation, where the results of our model are tested against lab results, aiming for greater than 90% accuracy amongst all 3 cement strength. Let's understand the execution of our project. which is divided into 3 phases over the period of 9 months from August 26 to April 27. The first phase is of hardware and installation, where we are installing the camera, our OPC US server, followed by the DCS tag collection and the calibration of camera to ensure the precise data flow. The second phase is of model calibration and its training, where we take the images of the clinker and match it with the process data. We collect the past historical data, put it into our model, where it followed by the fine tuning to ensure the minimum error prediction. The third phase is of result monitoring, where we are rolling it out into our operation. We are putting the live dashboards for our operator, followed by the training of our operator and ensuring the live performance tracking of our model and ensuring the return on investment. Let's understand the cost benefit analysis of our project. For that, I would like to hand over it to Ms. Priyanka.
Thank you, Mohit. Let's understand the capital requirement of our project and expected return. Our total investment is around 112 lakh, which includes model development, cameras and server installation. In return, we are targeting 1% increase in cement sale, which in amount will be 42,000 metric ton annually, which generates profit around 124 lakh. The project have impressive payback period as 3.17 months, which is very good. Now we are taking 1% cement sales target increase based on two factors. First, sales increase due to regaining our customers and dealers, which is affected due to quality issues in the market. Second, consistent strength offering in the market by JK Lakshmi Cement increase our brand positioning and we can capture the new customers also. Now I would like to take you through business impact of this project. First, we are predicting quality prior to grinding of the clinker. So we can take corrective actions in the quality first in the kiln process also. So we can reduce the rework, operational cost and material savings also. Consistent quality offering in the market help us to capture the new market also. We are integrating AI and ML into our quality results. It will reduce human intervention, allow us to take more faster and data driven decision making. Last but not the least, as we have seen that in our market survey, we can regain our affected customers and dealers, which is affected due to quality issues in the market. This is our literature survey which validates our proposed idea. Couch Cement India, which is world's second largest cement producer, implemented AI and ML into their quality prediction system, and the result is that they have achieved 85% prediction accuracy in result and very much less error margin. Second, international plant implemented machine learning and artificial integration into their quality predictions, and the result is that they have very few failed batches, very 12% material saving and 15% productivity gain. And in India, IIT Delhi conducted a research in which they have worked on 2 years industrial data, and the result is that using machine learning equations like neural network, linear regression, we can predict clinker mineralogy with very much good accuracy.
To conclude, when JK Lakshmi Cement launched its partnership as principal sponsor of Rajasthan Royals, entire campaign was built on a historic slogan, Halla Bol Mazbuti Tol. It was a powerful promise of strength to our market. So we can stand now and say that we can build a closed loop system which can measure, guarantees and optimize quality each and every hour. And we can officially say that Mazbuti ab todi jayegi. Strength is no longer just a claim. It is a mathematical data-driven reality. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, team. So now I request the first runner-up team, JK Lakshmi Cement Head Office, Nikunj, Kuldeep, Mahima and Mehak, to start their presentation.
So first of all, I would like to thank the management and JKO for providing us with this opportunity. Thank you. So before beginning the presentation, I have a question for all of you. Do you think AI is a concept for future, or do you think AI is something in which we need to invest today? Just think about it. Because we think that AI is something, AI is an investment which we need to make today to make our tomorrow better. So good afternoon, one and all present here. We from JK Lakshmi Cement Team HO stand before you to present our project for UDAAN 2026 on the theme Driving Business Growth Through AI. Let's begin. So how AI is driving business growth across industries? If we talk about globally, then companies like Amazon, Siemens, Unilever and Walmart is using AI for inventory and supply chain management. On the same topic in India also, companies like Tata Steel, Mahindra, Reliance and Ultratech Cement as well are using AI for logistics management. The result, 10 to 25% reduction in supply chain cost, 15 to 30% reduction in on-time, in-full deliveries improvement, 15 to 35% reduction in aging inventory levels and real-time visibility of data. So we have also developed our objective on the same theme logistics, which is to build an AI-assisted supply chain control engine that transforms order to delivery life cycle through intelligent real-time decision making, improving speed, service and profitability. So let me take you to the backstory of how we came to think of this as an objective. So our company did a survey in November 2025 they asked Gujarat sales team about the key bottlenecks that are hindering their progress. The results were pointing towards logistics as the key bottleneck, and the issues involved delivery constraints, aging inventory, margin leakage, expanding network complexity, and manual planning as the main reasons or issues. So next, my teammate Mr. Nikunj will be elaborating the issues and our proposed solution.
With the survey outcome, at first, it appears to be a supply chain problem. But is this really a supply chain problem? When we get deeper into the process, we found that real challenge is not logistic or supply chain. It is decision intelligence. The information required to make an informed decision for the complete supply chain is scattered across multiple platforms like SAP, OTM, Salesforce, or manually record being maintained in Excel by the regional teams. So there is not any unified platform where everything be available all together. So the real challenge is not actually lack of data. It is high volume data scattered across multiple platforms is creating a significant operational bottleneck. This gives 4 key challenges. High volume of data, which is available in silos with fragmented visibility and lack of real-time intelligence. So what planners need to do? Either planner needs to analyze multiple reports or he needs to take the decision based upon their experiences. With the scale of 15 million ton annual dispatch approximately and the target of the company of 30 million ton by 2030, the question here arises is how AI can be utilized for the intelligent dispatch decision or intelligent supply chain. To cater these challenges, we propose our solution which we are calling as Smart D, an AI-assisted supply chain decision engine for intelligent order to delivery optimization. The objective is very simple, not just dispatching the cement, but with the scale of business, dispatching the cement from the best source at the best cost through the best route while ensuring the best customer service. This Smart D engine will work on certain key business parameters, which include source selection while ensuring margin maximization. To ensure the customer service, this Smart D engine will work on route intelligence and TAT assurance. All these models will work on AI analytics, and ultimately this model will ensure for the dispatch excellence. This model will work as a central control engine for the supply chain. Instead of planner need to check the multiple reports, this model will give a holistic representation of all the data which is required for the order execution, which include the real-time resource visibility, which include like inventory available or the fleet availability, while also give a representation of the business intelligence information, which is like the contribution along with the order and the freight impact, and also give a real-time visibility of the dispatch, order available, transit data, etc. Ultimately, this Smart D model will be having the capability to give representation of the every single bag dispatch in the entire supply chain real time. Now, to understand the methodology part, I will call Kuldeep to take it forward.
Thank you, Nikunji. So let's understand Smart D from an order to delivery point of view. Today, when we receive an order, we check multiple sources, then we take a manual decision and dispatch happens. This usually takes around 30 to 60 minutes of processing time. Tomorrow, when our model is going to come in between, we receive an order, our AI engine is going to come in between. It is going to evaluate all the possible scenarios available in the entire ecosystem, and it is going to recommend the best solution out of it, and dispatch happens. From 30 minutes of processing time, we are just coming down to 3 to 6 seconds of processing time. From experience-based decision making, we are coming down to data-driven decision making. From suboptimal business outcomes, we are coming down to optimal business outcomes. Now let's understand this particular concept with a simple example. Today we received an order from a customer in Delhi. He requested 10 MT of PPC cement and requested us to deliver under 8 hours. Now we have 3 different options from where we can actually deliver the order. Now we can directly send it from our plant, which is in Jajja, or we can deliver it from a depot called in Rohini, or we have a depot in Kashmiri Gate from where we can actually send the material. Now here we actually have to check vehicle availability, fleet management, material availability across all the locations. Now when our engine is going to come in between, it is going to again evaluate all the possible scenarios available in the entire ecosystem, not only on TLC and TAT. It is going to evaluate everything on 7 different parameters. The first one is contribution, second one is TLC, third one is TAT, fourth one is material availability, fifth one is vehicle availability, then it's lead distance from the roads plus aging inventory. It is going to evaluate all the possible scenarios, and it is going to give AI engine score to every scenario and going to recommend the best one. Here you can see our delivery from plant option got a AI score of 72. Delivery from depot Y, that is in Rohini, got a score of 61, and depot and supply from depot X got a score of 84. Thus, our model is recommending that the delivery should happen from depot X, that is in Kashmiri Gate. Now let's understand the data complexity part. All of this we did only for one order. Now here we actually do more than 1 lakh transactions a month. We are operating with 7 plants. We have more than 250 depots which are actively holding cement into it. We have more than 150 active transporters we are working with, and we have more than 10,000 active vehicle fleets at the moment. So the data constraint is very big, and as rightly said by Nikunji, the pace at which we are growing at the moment, the data complexity, the data constraints are going to increase manifold. So if we want to achieve optimization at every level for every order, we cannot just rely on manual interventions. We have to use AI to help us through. Now I am going to tell you about the AI architecture of Smart D. Here we are actually not using any third-party AI agent into the ecosystem. We are going to build this in-house on 6 different ML models, which the first one is going to predict the TLC, the second one is going to predict the TAT, the third one is going to classify the route, the fourth one is going to classify the location from where the sourcing is going to happen, the fifth one is going to rank every orders, and the sixth one is going to be clubbing recommender. All of the inputs is going to be ingested by our decision engine, which is going to run sequentially, which is going to recommend the optimal route. Here the live data part, we are actually using SAP and Salesforce, and the entire hosting is being done in-house in our Snowflake to not burden our ecosystem. Now to tell us take us through the implementation part, I'm going to invite Mahima to take us through.
Thanks, Kuldeep. Now we get to this because a great idea without a clear road map remains an idea. So we have divided up work project in a phase of 5 projects in a phase 5 in a group of 24 weeks. That is a monthly, a 6 months project. So phase 1 would be data preparation and stakeholder management. Phase 2 will be building the AI engine, which will incorporate a cost of 20K. The phase 3 would be training the AI model. The phase 4 will be the pilot and the validation, which will again incorporate a 5K capex. And phase 5 will be the screen and transform, which will operate at a cost of 18K to 20K. So important part is the resource is largely in-house. The Snowflake, SAP and Salesforce are systems we already have, and the approximate cost will be only on the training and the monitoring part and on a monthly computation. So this is a deliberately a low friction, low capex model. Moving forward, we say that any AI system is only good as a feedback. So we have built it across 4 control layers, which is the monitoring layer, the control and the validation layer, the protection guardrails, and the continuous learning reinforcement. So it will continuously track our KPIs. It will validate through our rules and regulations, which is remain and check within the approved business limits. The layer will safeguard its system itself, securing the sensitive information, and the system will continuously learn on its own, giving a smarter output in every cycle. Now coming to the cost part, which will incorporate 2.3 lakh in the first 12 months, which will incorporate only the model training and the ROI systems, is the infrastructure is already in-house. For the second year, it will be only 1.8 lakhs. Taking on a conservative view, the project saving is on a, we are taking on a very high, the total logistics are only 10%, the L2 will be L3 with 12%, and the overall software cost, which is in-house. So moving to the benefits, the tangible cost, the tangible benefits are huge. We are costing and saving on the approximate 10% reduced TLC, 25% the TAT, 99 zero missed orders, and the reduced wastage would be there. 5% volume gain will give us a huge impact on our EBITDA, which we are taking on a very conservative side, and the intangible part is very much visible. The entire ecosystem would be visible. Real-time visibility of data, man-hour saving, reduction in the manual hours, 100% utilization, and the high impact on the organization. So for this, we believe that SmartD is exactly the kind of project for JK Lakshmi Cement supply chain that can be standardized across JKO organization. So Andrew, as Dr. Andrew said, AI is the new electricity, and that if the wiring is in place, every part of the supply chain can draw on. So the question is whether AI can help us. We think that question is already answered. The question is how quickly can we start? Thank you, respected everyone, and thank you, management, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, JKO organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Head Office JKLC, for the wonderful presentation. And now the winners, Chennai Tire Plant, JK Tire and Industries Limited, Raghavendra, Sanish, Anand and Sividas.
Good evening, distinguished guests, all the senior leadership team across the organization, and my dear colleagues. We are Team F from JK Tire Industries Unlimited, Chennai Tire Plant. So myself, Raghavendra from IT and Digital Solutions, my team members.
Myself, Sibidas from Quality Assurance.
Myself, Anand Narayanan from Technical Department. Myself, Sanish Amas from Production Department.
We come from 4 different functions. We took a CFT approach to build our strengths together to attain this project. So we have named our project JKIQ. For every tire, we are going to give a pair of expert eyes that are never going to tire, that will never blink, and are never going to miss a defect. That is our theme of our project. So with this, we start our project.
JK Tire runs nine plants in India and 2 plants in Mexico with a combined capacity of 38 million tires per annum. And this is our plan, JK CTP plan, and the project is happening here. And this is our process flow. Before reaching a tire to customer's hand, this going through various processes like mixing, extrusion, tire building, tire curing, and inspection. In this, 2 processes are more critical, and it decides whether a tire is uniform or defect free. That is tire building and final inspection.
Here comes our process objective. So all of you are familiar with these logos which is mentioned over here. These are our esteemed OEM customers who are sorry for the interruption. These are our esteemed OEM customers, which is manufacturing cars and commercial vehicles. They are our esteemed customers. We are supplying 80% of our Chennai tire plant production to these suppliers, these customers, and they are trusting us very much because of our tires carry them safely to one place to another. So Deshka Tire, JK Tire. So this tire is taking us a lot of trust to the manufacturing companies like I mentioned over the logo. So our motto is human error prevention in the manufacturing process to achieve customer delight and business growth through AI. So these are our blind spots which can break this trust. So first of all, the customer complaints for the past 2 years. If you are looking at this, it's a huge figure which can cause bleeding out our revenue of 1.5 crores per year. On the efficiency front, we are losing the opportunity for more production because we are losing because of uniformity yield where the components are not centeredly placed in the tire. So it is causing a uniformity deviation in these tires. So that tire is not going to the market on time and in full. So there is a delay in this sales operation. So that is causing around 5 crores revenue loss per year. Why these 2 revenue losses are coming? It is because human error, majorly because of human error. Why human error is coming in our processes? It is not because of our our team members are not enough specialized to inspect these tires and make these tires as per the standards. It is not because of their carelessness. It is just because we are asking them to do superhuman works in the day-to-day
manufacturing life. So hot tire inspection is one of the key area where the inspection misses can happen. And secondly, this inspection misses can lead to non-value added activity like second line inspection and third line inspection of PDI at the JIT godowns. So altogether, we are proposing a solution of innovation through AI. We are giving them a digital eye in the machine itself so that they can correct it at the right time. And the next tire onwards, they can produce a better tire. So our overall aim is to be a customer-centric company delivering through constant innovation.
So, what is tire? Tire is a complex and heterogeneous product made with different components like thread, belt package, sidewall, shoulder part, etc. should be placed, spliced and centered to get a perfect tire. So, the two truths which drive these projects, first one is that the misplacement or open splice or off-centered application of the materials which will reflect in a tire while driving, we will get a wobbling or a bumpy ride. The second one, it is the misread during visual inspection. Because of the size of the defects or the inspection time during night shift, there are a lot of tires are getting missed, defect tires are getting missed during the inspection. So coming to the literature survey, we didn't start this from the scratch. We have analyzed around 14,700 tires for the last 2 years, which was punched as defect in CTP. From that, we come to know that around 66% of the tires defects are at sidewall, inner liner, and around 8.12% of the tires are getting rejected for uniformity in our uniformity station due to the misalignment of alignment application of the materials in the tire, and around 12% of the tires are getting missed during visual inspection. Coming to the global research says CNN and deep learning system is a proven method, and we got a chance to visit our neighboring manufacturing unit of Flex, who is the manufacturers of circuits and mobiles, where they are using this technology, and we come to know that it is a proven with 99.5% accuracy.
So with this all pain points, we launch our project JKIQ, which is so a brief idea about our project. So as already discussed, this is the manufacturing flow of our tire plant. We are going to do AI implementation in two of these important zones. One is the tire building area, where all the components are being built, coming together, and a green tire is being built. The second zone is where tire inspection happens. In the first zone, the components are built, spliced, and the dimensions are measured accurately. So this is where the first implementation is. The second implementation is converting a manual inspection system into an AI-based inspection system. So the architecture which we are proposing is a 5-layer architecture. It is going to be same across all the zones. The first is mission or line cameras, which we are going to place either in the building missions or after the curing in the inspection systems. We are going to go with the edge computing devices. These edge computing devices are going to be placed in the missions or the lines itself. Why? Because we are not going to go for a cloud-based technology. Edge computing is going to not have latency issues. It is going to assist the operator in milliseconds. The software which we are going to use is the CNN classifier, which is going to identify the defects against the raw image of a good tire, which we are going to teach to the system. The defect heat map will be generated in the system in the library. It is going to identify the defect perfectly and tell the system what is the defect exactly is. And already we have a MES system in line at our Chennai tire plant. We are going to link this software to our MES system so that every barcode is going to have this automatic defect mapping system across it.
This is a pilot run which we taken in our tire building, and in our tire building, our tire building are 2-stage machines. We put 2 AI cameras, one in first stage and one in second stage. We can see how it works. It's a real-time process verification. In the step 1, the visual camera monitoring, AI cameras capturing the all components and while during the application itself. Second is anomaly detection. The Edge AI compares each live image to reference and flags deviation instantly. And third is guided for correction. The operators are guided for correction immediately if any deviation is there. And if any minor deviation in any stage, if it is in first stage, it can compensate in the second stage with the AI technology and the AI data bank. As a result, we are getting the accuracy in the material application, material splicing, and material dimension. Its end result is enhanced tire uniformity, and we can prevent the defect in tire building itself, and the tire consistency improved.
So coming to the methodology of this process, our prototype was taken in one of the tire building machine in PCR tire manufacturing unit, and this is the green tire which is coming out from the manufacturing machine, and this tire is getting scanned in the second stage of tire building process, and the scanned image will be looks like this heat map, and this heat map shows deep red color with the bulge defect because of some of the overlap splices and other anomalies of off-centered applications, and the deep blue color refers to the dent in the green tire. So this can be rectified as and when this tire is getting produced.
So coming to the tire inspection process, we have done a detailed engineering on how we are going to place the system. So we are going with a two kind of approach. One is the conveyor based camera systems where we have shown in the image. The step-by-step AI inspection process is going to be the same as the 5-layer architecture which I already explained you. So but the disadvantages and advantages with the AI system is what which I am going to take you ahead with. The raw image where the inspector identifies it, he doesn't know the severity of the defect. He doesn't know what is to be classified. Sometimes he gets confused between a blister and a bubble when it is very minor. With this AI kind of technology, it is going to name the defect very accurately. It is going to identify the size of the defect. It is going to identify the area where the defect is, and it is going to grade the severity accurately. This data bank is really going to help us in producing zero defects. So this is a small video of how we can do this AI based visual inspection. So the 3D model predicts the defect and the heat map is also generated. This is the outer layer of the tire where the defect is shown. So this is the inner part. So it identifies the defect and tells where it is. Coming to the workable recommendation and action plan, as my colleague already explained, we have done a prototype already in the tire building machine. So now we are in June, we are working on the curing line where we can do this manual inspection conversion into auto conversion. We are targeting to complete this by December 2026. And after that, we are looking to horizontally deploy across all the building machines and the curing lines by coming next year. And once it is proven in CTP, we will horizontally deploy across all other JK plants in India.
This is the total cost benefit of the project. As I told, these are happening in two phases. The first phase is tire building. Zone 1 is in tire building. Its cost is around 2.76 crores, and the benefit is annual cost benefit is 3.65 crore by reducing the rejection and inventory savings. And in second stage, it's a AI based tire inspection. We are planning in 6 lines, and its cost is 12 crores. And the annual saving will be 5.6 to 8.6 crores by quality and warranty savings. So total cost will be 14.76 and 76 crores, and the total annual saving will be 9.25 to 12.25 crores.
Coming to the business impact, pulling it together in 3 kind of impacts are there. First one is the financial, around 9.25 to 12 crore saving per annum. Second one is the quality and safety, 99.5% of the defect detection and fatigue free operation 24/7. And coming to the final one, that is the main one, AI maturity and OEM edge. We have already trained around 50,000 defect images to the AI. Now it's a self-learning AI which makes JK Tire a benchmark in tire industry. and it will give a complete customer satisfaction also.
So with our project, our mission is very simple.
Zero defects.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, team. So we'll now start with the felicitation of the winning teams. I would like to request Srimati Vinita Singhania ma'am and Dr. Raghupati Singhania sir to felicitate our winners. So, please. Team members of the winning teams are requested to come forward in the order of their announcements. So first up, from the second runner-up team, Team B, JK Lakshmi Cement Limited Sirohi plant, we call Mr. Anil Khatri, Ms. Priyanka Suthar, Mr. Ayush Kedia, and Mr. Mohit Suhalka. Kindly come in the order of the announcement. We'd like to invite business head and business HR of JKLC to join the team for the trophy. Arun Shukla sir, and I think Tapomai sir is not here. Nikhil sir, if you are here, you can please come up. Thank you, Team Sirohi. Now, the first runner-up team, Team C, JK Lakshmi Cement Limited Head Office, we would like to invite Mr. Nikunj Jain, Mr. Kuldeep Sharma, Ms. Mahima Bhatnagar Tyagi, and Ms. Mehak Bhardwaj. We'll also have the team trophy. Thank you, Team HO JKLC. And now for the winning team. Team F, Chennai Tire Plant JK Tire Industries Limited, would like to invite Mr. Raghavendra Y, Mr. Sanish MS, Mr. Anand Narayanan, and Mr. Sividas V. We'd like to invite Mandar sir and Dr. Pathak sir to join for the team award. Thank you, Team CTB. Thank you, DICs, for the presentation. Now, I would like to introduce you to the ones who had the toughest job of evaluating our top teams, our eminent jury members of JKO UDAAN Competition 2026. Our first jury member is Dr. Bopana Ganapati. So Dr. Bopana Ganapati is a project engineering leader with 25 plus years of experience at the frontier of AI, distributed software systems, and enterprise technology. He has held senior leadership roles at Epsilon, Cohesity, CA Technologies, and NetApp, leading high-impact initiatives across distributed cloud data management, real-time risk analytics for payment systems, and AI-powered personalization at scale. He holds a PhD in Decision Science and Information Systems from the University of Kentucky and an independent board director certification from IIM Bangalore, combining deep technical expertise with strategic business and governance insight. A holder of multiple US patents, Dr. Bopana is a published author on AI evolution, leadership, and strategy. He is known for building high performance cultures and developing next generation leaders. I would now like to request Dr. Bopana to come to the dais and share his experience of the JKO UDAAN competition, sir.
Good evening, everyone. To the distinguished DICs on the dais, other senior executives, leaders, participants, everyone in this room. First of all, it's my honor and privilege that you have given me this opportunity to be a part of this event and part of this competition, to serve as a jury member for UDAAN 2026. I think we heard earlier that there were 90 odd teams, 300 and some plus team members, and finally it's been distilled down to these 14 teams. So congratulations to each and every one of you. You've sort of earned your place among the very best. One of the, I think someone made the comment earlier that it's been very difficult. It would have been very difficult to judge this And that's really true, and I'm sure my colleague Dr. Anand will say the same thing. I think when you had maybe 90 teams, the distribution of scores would have been much broader, but because you distilled that down and brought it down to the 15 best teams, there was very high convergence of scores. So there's a lot of, the distribution was very narrow, so it made our job much more difficult because most of the teams or all the teams had very similar scores. But to me, it's not about the who won. I think that's certainly to the credit of the team, and we must commend them on it. But for me, this is about every participant being a winner, because I think there are a few things that stood out for me. It's teams having the team members, the participants, every individual having the courage to ask the question, what can we do differently? How can we do something different? And one of the things that that I see happening in industry across is AI is new, and I think as we heard earlier that this change is constant. There's going to be new things coming up, new platforms, but every company is sort of grappling with this question: what does AI mean for us? And often, people tend to think it's more in the high-tech space, it's software, it's financial technologies, and so on. Very rarely do you think about manufacturing, but I think what we saw here very clearly is it's old school, high, the manufacturing, traditional manufacturing, whether it's cement, paper, tires, and so on. That's where the real value is, and that, the teams have shown that AI is equally relevant here, in fact, more so relevant, because what I saw in, in the presentations was teams optimizing for things that really matter, how to reduce defects. We saw some of the winners talk about how to reduce defects, how to improve yield, how to improve supply chain optimization, how to accelerate decisions, how to improve customer experience. These are things that actually matter, right? And so I think this has been a really good exercise in terms of the outcomes. I think one of the things that I would like to do is really share what I think the teams can do better. I think we saw some really good ideas. It's always nice to get compliments, but I think it's also equally important to say what can we do better. Couple of things. One is, I don't know how many of you have heard or have had an opportunity to listen to one of Jeff Bezos, who's the CEO of Amazon. One of his interviews, I think it was from Amazon reInvent 2012, where he said, I often get asked the question, what's going to change in 10 years? But no one ever asks me what's not going to change in 10 years. And he says that's actually the more important question, because you don't know what is going to change. It's very hard to predict change. But if you know what is not going to change in 10 years, you can actually build a strategy around that, because there are certain things that are fixed. So for his business, it was about customers always wanting more variety, customers always wanting lower costs, customers wanting better shipping, and so on. So that's how Amazon built its business. And I will say the same thing to you as members of the JKO organization. You know your business better than anybody else. AI is a tool, AI is an enabler. But what you have, the proprietary knowledge that you have in terms of your data, in terms of your process, no one else has that. That is your core advantage. Focus on those things that are not going to change for you, right? That's where you think about how am I going to apply AI to have better business outcomes. That's one from a business standpoint. And for each of the individuals here, the team members, the participants, what is not going to change for you? The need to unlearn things and relearn new things in the age of AI, right? There's a very famous statement, which is kind of like a paradox, which says machine learning, human unlearning. So as machine learning increases, human unlearning needs to increase. And why that's important is because we've got to get rid of our old mindset, way of thinking, and say, how can we think differently in the age of AI? What can AI enable us to do? And I think for most of the participants, this should be easy to do, because it is about questioning things. It's about asking questions all the time, saying, why do we do things this way? Can we do it differently and better?
For the Gen Zs and the millennials, I think it's a lot easier. For people of my generation, older generation, we grew up where we were always told, "Bado se sawal mat puchna." Don't talk to don't question your teachers. Don't challenge your superiors in the office. So for people like me, the opportunity, so AI is a great enabler, right? Because now you don't have to challenge anyone. You can log in and you can ask AI any question that you want, and you will get the answers depending on the question that you ask. So for people like me, this opportunity is coming very late to ask questions. But a lot of you have this opportunity to ask those questions now. So never stop asking questions, right? I think as a culture, India and civilizationally, we've always been a nation, or as a people, seekers of truth. And this is why in the old days, the sages and the rishis went off into the mountains and meditated and sought, had questions, and they were seeking answers. So that we, somewhere along the way, we lost that as a result of colonization or whatever. But anyway, so today we are in that situation where you're both empowered, because culturally things are different, especially after 1990s, and the millennials and the Gen Zs, you can ask those questions. You're also enabled now. With AI is a great leveler. AI gives you that ability to ask those questions. So please make use of that. So coming quickly back to the competition itself, the strongest teams, what I really liked, and Premji, you asked me yesterday what improved. I'll tell you what I saw improved compared to last year. So what I saw this year, our teams were much more focused on three things that really mattered. One is groundedness, and what I mean by groundedness is solving real operational problems. These are not some fictional, nice pet projects. These are real problems, and we had real data and trying to solve real problems. That's one. The second is cross-functional team. I really liked the way the teams were structured. For AI to be successful, you need data and you need context. Data you have. Context comes from the shop floor. People who understand the process, people who understand how things work, why things don't work. Again, like I said, that is your proprietary knowledge. No one else has that. So the way teams were structured to bring that cross-functional thinking, that really stood out for me. And the last part is, of course, the execution discipline. As we clearly saw, there were teams that had not just had a roadmap for what they were going to do, but many of them were well along in their execution as well. So I think those are the three things that I saw improve significantly compared to last year. And hopefully that will continue to get better in the future future editions of this competition as well. Before I wrap up, to the senior leaders, the executives, and DICs, I really want to commend you for continuing to invest in this. As we heard, UDAAN is a competition, it's a platform, but I think the bigger thing is it's what it does to the people. It empowers them, it creates a culture of innovation, it creates a culture of challenging the status quo, pushing the boundaries. I think that is what really matters, and hopefully you will see the benefits of this in real business terms, where you'll see how this impacts your EBITDA 6 months down the road or 9 months down the road, hopefully, right? To the other leaders in the organization, you're really, again, have to commend you for empowering your teams and enabling your teams to go out and do these so-called risky experiments, and give them an outlet to express themselves. And to the participating team members also, I said the same thing. Continue to challenge, continue to ask the questions, and that's the biggest benefit that you have, is that the spirit of spirit of inquiry, the curiosity to ask why can we do something better, can we do something different. That's what sets you apart. No one can take that away from you, and that's what will make you more successful going forward. So thank you again. I think I've taken more time than I should have, but I just wanted to share my thoughts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Our second jury member is Dr. Anand Pharte. Dr. Anand is a globally accomplished technology leader with over 22 years of experience driving enterprise and AI-led transformation across India, Europe, the US, the UK, and Australia. Currently serving as CTO at Aviantos and PyStudy, He's at the forefront of building AI native platforms and enabling intelligent data driven business ecosystems across industries. In his distinguished career, he has held leadership roles with global organizations such as MSM Unify, Q Orbital UK, Tieto of Finland, and Accenture, where he led large-scale transformation programs in insurance, banking, and digital platforms. He has successfully managed Euro 100 million plus portfolios, led global teams of 400 specialists, and established centers of excellence in AI and insurance, driving measurable business outcomes. A hands-on expert in Python, data science, and agentic AI, he combines deep technical expertise with strategic leadership, specializing in machine learning, generative AI, cloud platforms, and enterprise modernization. His work spans building AI-powered solutions for risk, fraud detection, CRM, and automation, as well as transforming legacy systems into intelligent AI-enabled platforms. He holds a doctorate in AI from SSBM Geneva, postgraduate in AI and machine learning, an MBA in insurance, and a strong foundation in computer science. A recognized thought leader, he is an award-winning innovator, keynote speaker, mentor, and a significant contributor to the global AI and technology community. It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. Anand Furte sir to come to the dais and share his experience of JKO UDAAN.
Distinguished DC members, President, all the business heads, all the participants, and HR leaders. Before I start, I would take the conversation forward what Prem sir said that, and it's very important. He spoke about 1 trillion in terms of GDP. Just to extend it further, if you look at artificial intelligence as a market, we are projecting way back in 2029 is going to be around 14 trillion. And in 14 trillion, we're talking about the economy of India and China together. And if you look at just generative AI, the baby which came 3 years back, which was spawned by OpenAI and Anthropic, that itself is going to be around 4 trillion. That's the spectrum of the market, what we're talking about. And last pointer, because I know some of you may not really like the numbers, I am postgraduate in statistics, so it's all about the numbers. Numbers plays very crucial factor. And if you look at these two babies, right, one is OpenAI and Anthropic, their valuation itself, we are talking about 1 trillion as we stand by. So that's the power which came 3 years. We are just 3 years into the ecosystem. So when we come about this competition UDAAN, I certainly feel there are a lot of first things that we saw. Like for instance, we all know in 1970, JK Tires was the first one to get the radial technology to India. We saw in 2017 the LC3 component, and then low cement, what we call the JK Super, which came and the first to happen in India. And we saw in November 2025, I'm not sure November, but December, but certainly end of 2025, where we got the first sensor in the tire, which came the first Indian market to have the sensor integrated. And then, which is, so these 3 pointers, I'm sure that a lot of threes or a lot of the first timers which JK has given to India, which I certainly see the reflection into these 13 presentations that we saw. Having said so, top 3, certainly they had some differentiated parameters, I can talk about it, but that does not mean that remaining 10 do not have the potential to be the first. I can see there is the potential to be first, and there are 2 critical parameters. Anytime when we talk about any idea, there's something called as a recall and the repeatability. We spoke about, now I can recall some of the things very well on top of my head, something like JKI, which was spoken about, something like Drishti, something like, we are talking about these, some of the smart ecosystem which we're going to build on top of supply chain management. Can I recall it after 6 months? That's the impact of the conversation. If I can recall, then certainly you have done a fantastic job. And that is what we have been looking out. If there is a recall and if there is a repeatability across the department, there is a very good potential to be the first within the group, and it could also be in India. Now when we come back, the diversity is absolutely important. What I was little concerned before starting of the competition, is everyone going to jump on agentic AI because it is new? Everyone is saying AI agents, AI agent. Fortunately not. I was indeed happy when I saw something called as a linear regressions, logistic regression, principal component analysis, something spoke about random forest, XGBoots. So kudos to the effort. So basics and foundations are utmost important. Do not get carried away. Agentic AI, that means every solution will be sitting on top of agentic AI. Though fantastic, the first pointer is done. What we have also seen the diversity in terms of the solution being placed in industry 3.0, 4.0. What I did not see in 5.0, but certainly in UDAAN 19, we could see something which is touching even 5.0, and that could be the challenge. Having said so, we also saw the diversity in terms of the AI ecosystem. I say that when you have an AI application, either that application is just the enabler, which is elevating your business process or slightly enhancing the business KPIs, or we say the AI enabler or the AI natives. Good part, we saw a lot of AI native platforms, which a lot of organizations struggle to find out the AI natives. AI native in the layman's terminology, if someone doesn't know, if you have any particular application and there are some components of AI, if you remove that AI, the application will not work. The classic one is your ChatGPT. It's a pure AI native applications. And there were some outstanding AI native use cases. I will keep it short and sweet and summarize it. My next pointer is always coming from the research background is, please take it to the next level. If the paper can be published, please publish it and try to find out the opportunity being the first within the organization to take it. I can recall supply chain, but there are a lot of things which I can certainly see as being the first. We saw something about the vehiculizer, mankill, which can be assembled, disassembled, and everyone has the opportunity being the first one. So take this opportunity, start. Even there are, I'm not saying for the sake of saying, even there are certain elements which can even go to the level of design patents or, for instance, the utility patents. Explore it. We always say patents are difficult. Take it even in the Indian market. If you don't want to do it in US, take it in the Indian market, take it to the UK market. But certainly majority of these could get qualified to the patents. So that's my expectation. I'll keep it short and sweet. Thanks a lot for the opportunity and the best of wishes for UDAAN 19. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Our third jury member was Mr. Musarrat Hussain, sir. Mr. Musarrat Hussain is a distinguished HR leader with over 35 years of extensive experience driving organizational excellence across diverse industries. Currently, he is serving as the head of human resources at Suzuki Research and Development India, SRDI. In his career, he has held senior leadership roles with renowned organizations including Maruti, KHD Humboldt, HEZ Limited, and Aisha Group. His expertise spans board and CXO advisory, corporate HR strategy, plant HR management, and L&D. He is a member of the CII Regional Committee on HR and IR Northern Region and has previously served as the CII Regional Committee on Skill Development and Livelihood. He has led CII HR excellence assessments for leading organizations such as Tata Capital, Hindustan Zinc, Infosys, and Bharat Petroleum. A postgraduate in Personal Management and Industrial Relations from XISS Ranchi and currently pursuing a PhD from IILM Gurgaon, he was honored with the prestigious Father Michael Van den Bogert Distinguished Alumni Award in 2020. Recognized among India's most agile leaders in 2025-26 by PwC and Sapphire Human Capital, he continues to influence the HR domain through advisory roles, academic engagements, and as a sought-after speaker at premier institutions including MDI, IIFT, and several IIMs. So, sir is not present today as he had to leave for a pressing business matter, but he has shared a short message which I will read out. He says, "Thanks for having me again at the JKO annual UDAAN competition. One aspect I highly find commendable is a strong culture of continuous idea generation in JK organization. Over the years, the quality of ideas emerging from cross-functional teams has improved significantly, with many innovative solutions now leveraging AI across production, sales, manufacturing, and other functions as well. Equally important is the management encouragement of employee participation, as organizations that fail to generate respect and implement ideas struggle to progress. So congratulations to all participants and all the best JK organization.
So, heartiest congratulations to all the winning teams, and all the best to everybody who could not be in the top three, but all the best for the next one. Thank you to all the jury members, and now we would love to hear the perspectives and thoughts of Dr. R.P. Singhania. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, jury members, senior colleagues, business teams, and dear participants. A very warm welcome to you all at this concluding session of JKO UDAAN Competition 2026. I would especially like to acknowledge the incredible teams from across JKO organization who invested their time, creativity, and passion in this year's event. UDAAN is more than just a competition. It is a powerful platform for collaboration and transformation. As Steve Jobs once said, great things in business are never done by one person. They are done by a team of people. UDAAN brings together diverse teams across JK organization to ideate, innovate, and solve real business challenges using creative thinking. It sparks breakthrough ideas and enables cross-functional collaboration, leveraging the collective strength of our people to drive impactful outcomes. By providing a platform for experimentation and creative problem solving, UDAAN encourages participants to think beyond conventional approaches and challenge the status quo. More than a celebration of innovation, UDAAN nurtures a culture of agility, ownership, and continuous learning, empowering employees to translate ideas into tangible business value and long-term growth. This year, as Premji had already shared, UDAAN competition witnessed exceptional participation with 357 colleagues forming 89 teams across businesses, reflecting the growing enthusiasm and innovative mindset within our organization. From this competitive pool, 14 finalists teams made it to the final round and showcased their remarkable solutions in yesterday's finale. This level of engagement truly reinforces UDAAN's position as a strategic engine for innovation within JK organization. This year's theme, Driving Business Growth Through AI, underscores our belief that artificial intelligence is no longer the future. It is the driving force of business transformation. I would like to point out 5 key learnings around which I would like to share with you all. Number 1, move the AI support work from ask to task. The era of creating and treating AI as a simple chat box is over. The new standard is assigning distinctive operational roles to AI agents that execute complex end-to-end tasks. Therefore, in our organization, we must move from just using AI to write a first draft letter. Rather, we need to be building systems where AI manages routine processes and our people focus on designing the workflows and refining the outcomes. Number 2, AI augments rather than replaces. Managers and workers across industries and organizations have valid reason to be anxious. But rather than replacing people's efforts, we have decided that we will use AI as a co-pilot designed to help eliminate repetitive, low-value work, freeing employees to focus on empathy, strategy, and critical thinking. Number 3, fostering a culture of experimentation. One of the most critical needs of the turbulent times we live in today is innovation. I would encourage our teams to feel safe, to experiment, build, and fail. If you have an AI-driven idea that can eliminate manual work and save time, that initiative will be fast-tracked. Number 4, continuous learning versus stagnation. In an AI-first era, adaptability is the greatest competitive advantage. The shelf life of technical skills is shrinking. We will reward curiosity and a growth mindset over rigid technical pedigree. Our collective ability to learn faster than the industry will be our ultimate differentiator. Number 5, and lastly, the human plus AI future is a mindset shift. New technology is a catalyst for our cultural and operational transformation, not merely an IT upgrade. Here I would like to share a powerful thought by Mr. Fifi Lee, a leading AI expert from Stanford University. Quote, artificial intelligence is not a substitute for human intelligence. It is a tool to amplify human creativity and ingenuity, unquote. These articulations bring forth a clear reality. AI is no longer optional. Each perspective shared here at UDAAN adds to this larger transformation, contributing to the development of smarter, faster, and more adaptive ways of working. By combining human insight with AI-driven intelligence, JKO organization can unlock new efficiencies, drive innovation, and respond more dynamically to the changing business needs. Lastly, while I deeply appreciate the enthusiasm participation of all teams, I would like to take a moment to recognize everyone who made this event possible. A heartfelt thanks to our esteemed jury members for their valuable time and insights, to our business heads and senior leaders for continuously championing innovation and transformation, and to our group HR and business HR teams for seamlessly bringing this platform to life, enabling our colleagues to showcase their ideas, talent, and forward-thinking solutions. Thank you all, and congratulations once again to the winning teams and for ideas to be implemented to every participant. The important point was made by Prem Singh and one of our esteemed jury, that whatever we have seen or the various presentations, including which have not won, so to say, those ideas we should try and adopt and in different businesses. I can only share that last year we tried to do the same and picked up ideas from some of the presentations by different companies. And we found that they were of immense value and they created a lot of learning as well as new method of working. So I will encourage all of us to look at those ideas, adopt them, and put them to practice. Thank you all and congratulations. Let's continue to build, innovate, and lead the future together. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your truly inspiring words. Now, we'd like to request the business HR head of one of the winning teams, in fact, the winning team, Dr. Sudhanshu Pathak, sir, to come forward and present a vote of thanks to everyone present here.
Honorable DICs, respected jury members, my senior colleagues, business leaders, and more importantly, the participants, the teams who has presented and made this a beautiful evening for all of us. As head HR of one of the biggest business of this group, the moment we got this particular theme couple of months back, we're extremely excited because we know that there cannot be a different topic than this one in today's context. So we especially tried to leverage upon this platform. Honestly, the 2 months back when we have been actually launching this through a virtual mode across the whole company, we're actually saying that let us take maximum breadth and maximum participation in this particular subject so that as we are trying our hard to really teach, educate ourselves in this particular domain, let this platform be utilized to the best possibility. I know in my particular business, there were total 42 teams initially. From 42, it became 16, from 16 to 12, 12 to 8, and finally 4. So I am equally excited that, of course, there is winning team from Chennai tire plant, but I know there are many more teams who are equally competent and they have equally great ideas with him. And when I am talking about JK Tire, the same thing must be there in all our businesses. So as I take this as our takeaway as HR leaders, that this platform has actually helped us that from all various pockets where certain AI and digital were happening, this platform has helped to bring those AIs across locations, across domain, across functions, and now it is a great starting point with this particular today's guidance and mentoring by our jury members, by our DICs, and by everyone. As I am standing here, this is also, result is the winning team, because it is as a practice that the head HR of the winning team will be proposing the vote of thanks. So this credit goes to you, the team. So similarly, you all are proud by sending our teams across here to do whoever else has contested. Now, this is a great starting point for all HRs across all businesses. Great ideas are there on the table, so definitely we'll keep working on those. I really thankful to all our drivers across various locations, across different businesses, the managers of the team members who has taken up these projects, the plant heads, the functional leaders who has encouraged this, our teams, to participate, made their time available, their own time available to mentor and guide them. So all of them, whoever else are there in this virtual mode, my thanks goes to them. And all our HR coordinators, the people who has kept these teams continuously working and refining. It's a great job they have also done. So this is once again a great honor for me to have this opportunity to thank everyone, whoever else connected in this huge platform of this UDAAN. So thank you once again. Congratulations all the three teams, and also congratulations to all the great idea that has come in this by various teams, to all of them, and have a great journey with AI ahead. Thank you all once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With this, we conclude the felicitation ceremony of the JKO UDAAN competition 2026. We have organized a networking high tea at the lounge area outside the hall for everyone present here, and I would request all of you to join. Before that, I would also request all the UDAAN participants to gather in front of the stage for a group photograph with our DICs and senior leaders. Thank you. All teams, all 14 teams can come forward. I would request all our leaders, senior leaders present here to join for the group photograph. Mehta sir, Mandar sir, please join in. Arun Shukla sir. Nikhil sir, sir, Patak sir, all the senior leaders, please. Pramod sir. Ajay sir, everyone, Ashish sir, Rajan.